What is up, Blue Crew and Green Giants? Welcome to another deep red morning. I mean, the crypto space has been actually doing pretty well today. We've been getting some green candles and some cryptos that we've been tackling the deep reds, these past few days. So we're making some gains on those cryptos, but there's still some other cryptos that are highly undervalued that haven't caught, maybe caught up with to speed with some of the momentum of the market just yet, and maybe they do tomorrow or a week from now, or who knows. But anyways, they're in the deep reds, and we're a freaking bunch of trash tigers trying to scoop up as many of these deep reds as we freaking can. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Crew is always right. This is the worst show with the best community. But let's jump into the dumpster, guys. Let's see what trash we can be scooping up here on the deep reds. Man, there's some undervalued cryptos out here, you guys. We got Evmos with the big partnership or collaboration that they're doing with Ripple and the XRPL, bringing, XRPL to the Cosmos and the IBC. We're loving Axelar, Evmos in the Cosmos ecosystem. Let me see if we have another Cosmos ecosystem token here for you. I mean, Regen Network, IrisNet. We do like the just getting some exposure to the Cosmos ecosystem in general, because a lot of it is undervalued. You got Atom under $10. You got Juno under 20 cents. You got, like we're saying here, Evmos at 4 cents. Evmos has got an all-time high of about $5.54 with a supply of 500 million. With that type of price at 4 cents, this is highly undervalued. You're talking about a possible 100x outcome for this type of project. But hell, man, we'll take a 10x. We'll take a 40-cent Evmos. We'll take a dollar Evmos. It doesn't have to go back to $5, but hey, we can hold on for that ride as well. But I think it's massively undervalued at around this range, and you could be staking it, earning rewards, building up those rewards. So when those big fat green candles come, we could be cashing out the rewards and then playing it with freaking house money and making some passive income that way. We got Vega. Been loving this crypto, man. Possibly the most ambitious DEX that's being built out there. Vega with the 65 million total supply is at 55 freaking cents. You got integrations with Chainlink, UMA, and many others that are on the way with this DEX. I'm very excited to see where Vega is going to go, and I like getting exposure to this crypto in the very, very early days. Just chipping away little by little. We don't know what its ultimate low is going to be, but man, with the 65 million total supply, anywhere under 55 cents, under $1 is looking really undervalued to me with Vega. So we're going to keep shouting out Vega because, it's a deep red, dude. I mean, nobody talks about it. They continuously develop. They're invested in by Pantera Capital, Coinbase Ventures, Spring Initiative. The Blue Crew already knows this, but yeah, man. Vega at 55 cents, still in the deep reds. We got SGB going further down here, going to 007 ranges. Gotta love the opportunities to be able to accumulate some, big parts of like a layer one, crypto. Give me a second, you guys. Oh, sorry, there was some noise out there. But yeah, SGB 007 to be able to accumulate, stake it, build up rewards. I mean, I think SGB is highly undervalued, especially if we're bullish with Flare and the FLR ecosystems. I mean, Flare is at 2 cents, right? So Flare definitely looking undervalued, as well as a possible top tier layer one crypto. Who knows if it's top tier or not officially, but hey, man, they're doing what they said that they're doing. They're making connections. They're continuing to develop. They're continuing to build, and those payout rewards are freaking awesome as well with the Flare ecosystem. So SGB at 007 looking undervalued. You got Casper still at 2 cents. Unbelievable. The Deck Rec Alliance member Casper still at 2 cents. You still got DAG at around 3 cents or 4 cents. Massively undervalued cryptos here, part of the decentralized recovery alliance with Algo, Hbar, and XRP. All of those cryptos are undervalued in my opinion. But yeah, man, Casper and DAG under a nickel. This is unbelievable opportunities. You got XDC under a nickel at 3 cents. We already know XDC has been building up a powerhouse during this bear cycle. This one's going to surprise and blow so many people's minds away in the next bull cycle, and it just keeps going sideways, treading water at around 3 cents. They want to keep giving us opportunities like this. The elite don't freaking know what they're doing. They're messing with the wrong tigers. They're fooling the masses, but they ain't fooling the tigers over here. We got XPX at 0008, another layer one crypto that's won a CBDC tech sprint, right, for providing end-to-end CBDC solutions. You can get about 1 million of these possibly for $800 at 0008. That is pretty freaking awesome. Or get hundreds of thousands of these and then just see what ends up happening, man. But this one could definitely draw some speculation possibly in this next bull cycle because of that CBDC tech sprint. And they're still developing, they're still growing. It's not like they've gone away or anything. So XPX definitely looking like one of the undervalued ones there. You guys know how I feel about Aqua. The Aqua must flow at 0009. Aqua must flow, man. We're building up those rewards. We're waiting for the big fat green candle days so we can cash out those rewards, maybe throw them into some more XLM, SHX, or even to Velo or some other XLM ecosystem tokens. But loving Aqua in the XLM ecosystem, and then just accumulating as much Aqua as I can, man, because I honestly think this is one of the more undervalued cryptos that's out there at 0009. You're talking about a crypto that could possibly be a penny or two or three or even a freaking nickel in this next bull cycle, and I might be underestimating it with that much. But hell, Blue Crew would be very excited if we got to see a penny or two Aqua, that is for sure. GBEX in the XDC ecosystem, many zeros. You can probably throw $5 at this and get hundreds of thousands, maybe even a million of this freaking crypto. So GBEX in the XDC ecosystem. If XDC starts taking off, I think some speculation goes into the XDC ecosystem. So things like Ply, StoreX, XSwap, maybe some others that I'm forgetting here, but GBEX as well. GBEX, such a low cap crypto. Like I said, many zeros, a lot of ground to cover. I mean, maybe this one just has some freaking moonshots within a 24-hour, type of span. It's that low of a cap. So that's all we, if we could get a good 7 days of at 1,000% gain in the past 7 days, I mean, that's something that is in the range of outcomes for something for GBEX. I know I'm talking super moon boy hype, but if we're getting speculation going into the XDC ecosystem, we're going to start seeing GBEX, be one of those risers that can go up 10+% in the next 24 hours or even in a single day. That's the type of just potential that it has. ABR at 19 cents. We've talked about Allbridge before. We're keeping our eyes out on this project. I mean, connections with the XRPL, connections with Solana, connections with XLM ecosystem, and a very low supply. We're talking 100 million total supply at 19 cents. So ABR, Allbridge, looking like a real boat, making connections. We like the projects that are building these connections, that are making these bridges happen, and it looks like Allbridge is definitely doing its thing. ABR at 19 cents, definitely looking undervalued, and we like it in the deep reds for sure. We've talked about ABR when it was sub 10 cents, right? We had our chances there, Blue Crew, but hey, still some good chances here at 19 cents. I'm liking ABR. You got Jam in the Hbar ecosystem. I mean, this one's kind of more of a flyer type of crypto. You got you got 0003 on Jam. So if Hbar ecosystem starts to take off, I think Jam could be one of those ecosystem tokens that get some love in speculation there. You got Corium and Sologenic both at around the 10-cent range. Unbelievable opportunities right there with cryptos that have very low supplies, like 500 million in supplies for both of these cryptos. So we're talking about a range of outcomes of possibly tens of dollars, for Corium and Sologenic, maybe even $100, if we're talking the grandest scheme or grandest outcome here. But Corium's been building out a tremendous platform during this bear cycle. A lot of activity with Corium, a lot of activity with Sologenic, and yet their prices just keep going sideways. Very excited to see what they could be doing once they start breaking out. We finally got our wish of SUI network going below $1. We were waiting to see if it maybe could go below $1. It's a fresh face in the game, but definitely one that has a lot of people following it. Big time developers, big time faces in the crypto space, checking out what SUI network is doing. So we're liking it sub $1. We think it could possibly even go to 85 cents or something like that. So we're chipping away. We're starting to chip away as it's under $1 here with SUI, starting to build some positions, but of course not over leveraging. We never over leverage. We always just play with money we can afford to lose, and we always just try to set ourselves up to win. And it's most likely you can win when you're setting yourself up with money that you can afford to lose versus money that you can't afford to lose, right? Then you end up, bad decisions end up getting made when you start seeing selling pressure coming in. You panic sell, just bad practice, bad discipline ends up following there. So with SUI, I like starting the positions here, and maybe we get to 85 cents or 80 cents or 75 cents SUI, and then that's where the Tigers can really come out and pounce on those opportunities. We got A0, last but not least, A0 on the, at 82 cents. With a 360 million total supply. I'm like an A0 at around this range, man. I think maybe we could go a little bit lower with A0, but same practice with SUI. Just starting to chip away little by little. This is a crypto that joined the Digital Euro Association during the bearish momentum, during the bearish sentiment. I think A0 is going to, surprise a lot of people. as well. And especially with that much of a supply, you're talking about a crypto that could be, $15, $20, maybe even more, going close to 100. I don't know if it does it this bull cycle, but A0, definitely with that supply and that price looking like a very undervalued deep red. So we got a lot of heavy hitters in here that are still